Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be kind of re-upping on Valentine's Day makeup. When I think of Valentine's Day makeup, I think pink, I think glitter, and that's exactly what we did for this video. I did like a pink little nice smoky eye with some glitter on the lid, some fluttery lashes, and some, well, overly blushy skin. I don't know if it's reading on camera, but I definitely have on way more blush than I'm usually used to. But that's kind of the vibe we're going for. I paired up this makeup look with like a nice nude lip, and I kind of wanted to do like a Valentine's Day on a budget. So I think everything in this video is going to be affordable, affordably priced, and something you can find either at the drugstore or anywhere else that's relatively accessible and at a lower price point. So that's always a plus. My brushes, I use mainly Morphe brushes, so individually those are all very affordable. But nonetheless, if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. So I'm just going to start with my complexion. I have been doing eyes lately, but I just recorded another video and I felt like maybe I should just start doing my complexion again, so we'll see. I'm going to start with primer, so I'm going to go with the number 7 Beautifully Matte Primer. I love this stuff. I have been using this for a couple years now, and it's so just like creamy, but it's like matte. I don't know, it's the weirdest like texture, but it works. So I'm going to do my foundation, but first I'm going to use this Wet n Wild little makeup sponge. Look at how cute that is. It's a little bunny. But I got this a long time ago and I still haven't gone around to using it. It's like a firmer sponge. I'm going to go ahead and wet this. I'll be right back. Oh my god, look at how big this got. This got pretty huge and now it's like super squishy. This feels like almost like a beauty blender, like softness. Most sponges don't come this like soft. I am going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is one of my fave like affordable foundations. I am just going to mix in a little bit of my LA Girl Pro Matte because it is, as y'all know, one of my favorites. Alright, so this has like a little cut edge, so I guess I'm gonna use the bottom, just like I would like a beauty blender, and just blend this out. That is such a pretty combo. Like I feel so airbrushed, so smooth. For concealer, I'm gonna mix my Flower Beauty Light Illusion concealer and my e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. So I'm gonna put my e.l.f. like under my eye. Then I'm going to go like right under that with the Flower Beauty one. I've been doing this like lately and it just like, I don't know, it just does something. I don't know what it does, but now I'm going to take I guess I'm going to take the flat edge. Oh no. Okay, now I'm going to take that flat edge, blend out my under eye. Ooh, my under eyes look so smooth already and I haven't even powdered them. So I have my CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder. Y'all know how obsessed I am with this. I'm going to take the other end of the sponge and of course set my under eye. That looks just amazing. I guess I'm going to take some of that powder and just set my lids with it as well. This is turning into just like a Wet n Wild video, but I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Powder in Banana and Translucent. I'm going to take the banana color under my eye. I just did this in another video too. But it's just like, I've been doing that so much lately. So I'm going to take the banana on my under eye. Wow, this sponge is so good for like baking. I can already tell. Then on the rest of my face, I'm going to take the translucent powder. I did something similar to this in one of my other videos. My complexion looked amazing, so I'm going to try it again. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit while we do our eyes. I have, of course, my Profusion palette here. I think I'm going to mostly use the Festival palette. So, of course, Valentine's Day is always very pinks, pink this, pink that, pink makeup. So I am, of course, going to utilize the pinks in here. I'm going to take a JH34 brush. I'm going to dip into the color Ray, which is, of course, this, like, hot pink color. And neither one of these has mirrors, so great. I'm gonna run that into my crease. So I feel like that pink is very like cotton candy pink. Very cute. I'm gonna take a JH40 brush. I'm gonna dip into this color here, which is like a purpley pink color. And that is the color Festival. I'm gonna tuck that right into the crease, right under that pink color. As you can see, that is like popping. I'm gonna go back with that other brush, dip into the pink color, and just blend them together. Oh yeah, so we have some fallout. See, this is why I like doing my eyes first, but I don't know, I just wanted to, I guess, try something else. This is coming along very quickly. Now that's what happens when you work with pigmented shadows. You get to your, destination a lot quicker. I'm gonna take a JH30 brush, you already know, with no product on it, and I'm just gonna hit those edges. I'm going to take this JS6 brush and I'm going to grab this color here, which is called Totally. So it's just like a deeper pink color. And I'm going to hit that kind of in the outer edge because I want to do almost like a halo eye. Ooh, we have this like really pale like unicorn pink. It's called Fanny Pack. How cute. I'm gonna first watch it. Ooh, actually, I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, that shade's a little dusty, but it's also too pale. Kind of want to take like a different approach and make this like the lid color. I think it'll contrast really well. I don't know how it's gonna look, but we're gonna do it anyway because I want to. I'm gonna grab this JS11 brush, this flat brush here. I'm gonna pick up the color and I'm gonna put it on. Let's see. Okay, so that kind of blended in and didn't do anything. Great, great, great. Okay, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit and I'm gonna take my Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit and I'm going to grab this color Gumdrop here. And I'm going to put it on and see what happens. I'm going to go look at my other shadows. Be right back. So I have used this Profusion Extravaganza palette in another video, but we have this pink pressed glitter, and I'm going to put that on my lid right now. I don't know what the best method would be for this. I guess I'm just going to grab my brush first. Okay, no. So I'm going to grab it on my finger. I'm going to take it on my finger. I'm just going to pat it on. Oh yes, look at how pretty that is. Okay, so we have glitter now. Cute. Yeah, I think that was a good choice on the glitter. So I do have a bunch of fallout, so I'm gonna try and... Oh yeah, that swept right off. Ooh, and since I have my concealer and stuff on, I can just move on to my lower lash line. So I'm gonna grab the JH30 brush, dip into that darker pink, the pink called Totally. And I'm going to run that on my lower lash line. I'm going to go back into that Profusion Extravaganza palette. I'm going to dip into that shade Preppy. It's like a icy pink metallic color. All these palettes need a mirror in them because I'm trying to like use them as a mirror and none of them have a mirror in them. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're done with the eyes. Before I finish off the eyes and put lashes on, I'm gonna wipe off the bake. I'm just gonna take this brush here. I did this in my other video. I grabbed my CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder and kind of just wiped off the bake with that. And it kind of helped like airbrush everything. Honestly, like this is such a good powder. I'm ready to get this like in a darker shade so I can use it, like as a foundation powder or something. Before I move on, I'm going to take my Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist and I'm going to basically douse myself in this. I used to bake my face all the time and then it kind of just like stopped because I thought I was using too much powder, but look at how soft I look. I look so airbrushed and so smooth. I love that. I'm definitely going to go back to baking. For lashes, I'm going to take the Ioni lashes in Wispy Crisscross. These are so cute. I wanted a very full lash, But I like these because they kind of like flare out at the edge. So it'll give it a little bit of like a lift. I didn't do any I didn't do a wing because I didn't feel like it. I'm actually gonna try out their lash glue. I finally got my hands on the Ioni Everlasting Lash Glue. I'm doing a whole video on this coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Okay, lashes are on and I'm feeling very flirty. So these are like bigger lashes, but they're like wispier. So they don't like take all the attention of the eyeshadow away. For brows, I have the Eyelure X Thalia brow pencil, and I'm just gonna use that on my brows today. I don't really feel like, so I just did my brows and they look very just done already, but I'm just gonna kind of glide through the pencil. Okay, so I'm gonna take a spoolie brush and just brush through them. Now that the eye area is done, we can move on to the rest of the complexion. So I'm going to start off with bronzer, and I'm going to use this bronzer from Ulta Beauty. It's in the shade Tan. I'm going to take my JH02 brush. I, of course, have said how many times I love this brush for bronzer. Seems to be like a soft or kind of bronzer that you can like build up. Yeah, I always start by like patting it and then kind of just blending. Patting is what's going to bring down the pigment, and then sweeping is going to blend it out. This kind of smells weird. This kind of smells like crayons or like colored pencils or something. It smells weird. This is a great color bronzer, at least for my skin tone. I'm just going to hit the sides of the nose. I've been really into just bronzing the whole nose, not like contouring it. Because when I go in with like highlighter and stuff, it kind of just like does the contouring for me. Love that bronzer. Really pretty color. For blush, I'm going to take this Colormates blush that I got in my Dollar Tree video. And I mean, it works. It's such a good color too. I use this kind of often actually. And for $1, like you can't beat that price. I'm going to go a little bit heavier with the blush. I know, I never thought I would say that, but you know, it's Valentine's Day or whatever. I never go for like this blushy look because I don't like blush. I've told y'all this before, but I don't know. For this look, I kind of like it. I think it's like very pink on the eye, very pink on the face. I think it works. For highlighter, I'm going to take my Milani. This has such a long name to it. This is the Holographic Beam Stellar Light highlighting palette. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just going to take this pink shade. I'm going to mix a little of the gold too. That pink shade is so pretty. I'm going to take some of that pink shade and put it on my brow bone. I love the way that Milani highlighter looks. So cute. So, last part we need is just lips. For lips, I want to keep it relatively simple. I'm going to do a pink nude and put a gloss on top of it. Nothing too special, nothing too much. I'm going to take the LA Colors Pout Lip Gloss Matte in the shade Let's Kiss. Fitting. It's a little pale, but I'm kind of into it. It kind of reminds me of like the KKW semi-matte liquid lipsticks, which we all know how I feel about those. Then I'm going to take the Colourpop So Juicy Tube in the shade Gentle Thing. I feel like this will give it a little bit more color. Ooh, yeah. Give it a little bit more color, give it more shine. Yeah, I love that a lot more than it being matte. Then I'm just going to set the face with the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. I feel like I need more bronzer. I always I don't know. I feel like bronzer is the one thing I just can never get enough of, you know? Like, some people it's like blush. Like, I know a lot of people just love putting on blush. A lot of people love putting on highlighter. I just need bronzer. Anyway, I'm gonna stop there before everything gets all muddy. And there you go. This is a great date night kind of makeup. This is definitely a little bit more amped up. Glam, I guess you could say, than the Valentine's video that I recorded. This is going to be more traditionally date if we weren't in a global pandemic. But nonetheless. So I want to know, do you usually wear makeup on Valentine's Day? Like, is it for you? Is it because you love Valentine's Day? Is it for a date? I kind of want to know. Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you guys subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.